What's going on YouTube? It is Lauren, aka Nubia420, and today we are doing something pretty cool. We're going to turn that can of sugar that we made a few videos ago. Make sure you check it out if you haven't. We're turning the can of sugar into a Cannabis Simple Syrup that we will be able to use to infuse any drink you can imagine. There will be no taste, there will be no smell. It will react within about 15 minutes. We'll start to feel an effect, and it's super easy. It only needs 2 ingredients, and that's your can of sugar and water, and apply some heat, let the chemistry happen, and you end up with something magical. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we have our saucepan here, and we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. Turn it on medium high, and then we have our water. So now I have a cup of water, and I'm going to do 1 cup of water to 1 cup of sugar. That's my ratio. If you want a thicker syrup, you can use less water. If you want a thinner syrup, you would use more water. But basically it's a 1-to-1 ratio. And then here is that delicious can of sugar. Just gonna go ahead and put that in. And we'll stir it up. And wait for it to melt. Now this is all going to dissolve right into the water. Now you can see, just looking at it, there's some stuff floating there on the top. When I first did this, when I made the drink, the green dragon that went into the sugar, I didn't do a good job of straining it. We didn't have coffee filters, so I didn't use a coffee filter. Luckily, I have plenty of coffee filters now. So once this is ready, I'm actually going to pour it through 3 coffee filters to get out all of those impurities, because those are going to separate when you put them into your liquid, and I want to have the cleanest syrup possible. Alright, so we're gonna let that come to a boil. Not really a boil, it's more of like a low simmer. We just really want to get all of that sugar mixed in. Like, we want to get it all dissolved. Yeah, you see, there's a lot of residue, a lot of plant residue in it that I don't want. I don't want any of this plant material in it. So we are going to get rid of that. And it doesn't take long. So keep an eye on this. You will burn your sugar if you don't keep stirring it. Alright, and there we have it. All of our sugar is melted into the water. You can see it's kind of hard with the dark pot, but you just know. Once all your sugar is dissolved into the water, it's time to bottle it up. So for us, this is actually going to be a little bit more complicated because of all the plant material that I have in my sugar from being lazy the first time, but we're going to get it right this time. Alright, so this is the bottle we're going to go into. Everything cannabis related is bottled green. We have green bottles, green jars, green everything. It just makes it a lot easier. So I have my funnel. It's going to go in here. And then we have this, which is actually going to hold our coffee filters like that. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'm going to have a helper come help me in that. So basically we have a strainer in these coffee filters. I feel like all of this stuff came from Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. And that's all you need. Like, all of this stuff, even down to the bottle. We love Dollar Tree. Like, Dollar Tree should for real sponsor us. Be in there all the time. And we're gonna pour this through. So this is 3 coffee filters that I have. You can obviously do more, 4, 5, 6. You can do 1 if you don't mind the plant residue so much, seeing it. I don't like seeing it. So I try my best to get rid of it as much as I can. You know, when I have time. But if you do your green dragon and you strain it really well from the start, you shouldn't really need to do this step, but it doesn't hurt to do this step either. Alright, and that's it. That's what it looks like, all filtered through. It should stay completely homogeneous. It shouldn't separate, even if you put it in the fridge. It should not separate. If it does, your ratio is off somewhere. I think your ratio may have strayed too far from the 1-to-1 if it starts to separate when you cool it down. And so that's it.